This week we're going to take an updated look at corn crop conditions across the U.S. as well as crop progress. We're also going to take a look at the updated weather trends as corn pollination proceeds. We're going to then turn our attention to South America, looking at harvest progress in Brazil, and wrap things up with a view on long-term trends in December corn futures. Hi, this is Brian Basting with Advanced Trading. Let's talk about the corn market. We've moved into the last week of July here, and of course, that means we're in the midst of corn pollination across the country. Before we get into that, however, let's take a look at the latest crop condition ratings from the USDA. Now, the USDA told us here as of July 21st that we're at 67% good to excellent nationwide. That's down a point from last week. However, look at last year was 57%, so nationwide still 10 percentage points above last year. Let's now take a look at the aggregate crop condition index. You can see it tailed off ever so slightly this week. However, it's still well above most of these recent years, notably well above last year in that red line. Let's now turn our attention to crop progress, specifically looking at corn silking. Corn silking here as of July 21st is looking at 61% nationwide. Now we're going to highlight here over the next 2 weeks from July 21st to August 4th, on average approximately 32% or nearly 1/3 of the corn crop is going to be pollinating. That makes weather especially important. Speaking of weather, let's take a look at the short-term trends. Our slides this week as usual are courtesy of T-Storm Weather. We're starting out here looking at the last 30 days. Of course, this is what pressured the corn market very strongly into mid-month here. Look at that, nearly the entire corn belt is in a light yellow or light green, signifying normal to slightly wet conditions as corn pollinates. There are some exceptions. Northwest Iowa, southeast South Dakota, a bit dry there, and scattered hereabouts in Kansas, but for the most part, this 30-day precip map, a proxy of subsoil moisture, tells the story. Let's now take a look at the short-term forecast. Now we're looking here at a change in temperatures on the horizon. Starting Friday, July 26th, and gradually increasing from west to east over the 26th to the 28th, Friday through Sunday, it's going to get quite warm. The warmest readings are in that dark red, maybe up to the mid-90s there. As we move further east, we're still looking at temperatures above normal. Now let's look at rainfall here. Rainfall starting next Monday, July 29th through the 31st. There is some rain. Most of that's in that eastern corn belt. And the best opportunity, if you will, for over an inch of rain is in that pink area. Now let's look at an extended forecast for 14 days. 14 days, it's going to be significantly drying and possibly some heat in that darker area, mostly in the west. Let's not quantify rainfall over the next 2 weeks. You can see we just highlighted there. Look how much dark red is in that area west of the Mississippi River. So this is something the market's going to be watching here as you go through into August. More of the crop pollinates, and more of the crop obviously then goes through grain fill. Let's shift our attention now to Brazil, specifically looking at harvest progress. We're going to focus first, however, on those states that produce double crop corn. Key states here, starting in the north, Mato Grosso, 45%, stretching all the way down south into the state of Paraná. Now we're looking at a very rapid harvest pace. In Mato Grosso, 98% of the corn is harvested. Last year at this time, only 79%, so a very rapid pace nationwide to nearly 80% versus 48% last year. Let's wrap things up this week looking at trends in December corn. December corn, as you tape here on Tuesday, is trading near $4.15 a bushel. We're looking at a market that's bouncing about here, trying to consolidate, but here's the key message. Rather than attempting to predict price, we continue to strongly recommend that you work closely with your trusted risk management advisor to manage price movement. Now, if you'd like more information, please feel free to contact us at 800-664-2321. We'll put you in contact with one of our risk management consultants. We'd be happy to visit with you at your convenience. And remember, we upload every Wednesday. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and never miss an upload. Thanks a lot. Have a good week.